What's up, Tiki Team? Welcome to the channel. My name's Spesh, helping you conquer the Horde. And over on Twitter yesterday, we learned a lot about the future of Call of Duty Zombies as a whole, and possibly, although very unlikely, the future of round-based zombies maps inside of Vanguard. Now, if you follow me over on Twitter, you probably already saw this, and you've probably also already seen it from every other zombies YouTuber there is, but maybe you're just here and you want to hear it from me, so let's break it down. The homie John Rizzo, at JRRizzoYT over on Twitter, tweeted, "What if Forsaken was the last round-based map we ever get in zombies?" And this guy named Kevin Drew, who you may have heard about before, said, "What a terrible thought. No thanks." So let's go ahead and click on Kevin's picture here. And if you look at this bio, it says that Kevin is the lead game designer at Treyarch, in charge of zombies, systems, and Outbreak for Black Ops Cold War. So we have the lead game designer at Treyarch, especially in charge of zombies, telling us that Forsaken is not the last round-based map ever. He says, no thanks. Now, before you get all giddy and say, yo, Spesh, there's a round-based map coming, well, you're probably right. Let's talk about what that means, because he did not specifically say there's a round-based map coming in Vanguard, and before Vanguard came out, there was actually an interview where a bunch of people from Treyarch were talking and saying that they were not going to forget about round-based players, and round-based players are going to like what's to come, but round-based is getting mixed in with some other gameplay mechanics that they're very excited about. So I kind of take this a couple of ways. Either A, they just mean Darren Fong and kind of how that plays, but what I'm really hoping for is that they mean that the central hub of Stalingrad is basically going to still be there, but we'll be able to go through a portal to go to a round-based map and progress rounds in that area. That way, technically, they don't have to remake a new map every single time. They have it all in one centralized hub. Now, in that hub, you come back whenever you want through the portal, and you can actually pack a bunch of your weapons, grab all your perks, ammo, anything you need inside of there. But when you're in the round-based map specifically, it's bare bones, you against the zombies for as many rounds as you can hold out. I think that would be super cool. We actually talked about that in a round-based map video that we posted earlier this week, and I think that that would really kind of mix things up, but still give us the round-based maps that we know and love. Now, as for whether or not this is actually going to be happening inside of Vanguard, we're just going to have to wait and see, because as we know, Kevin also posted this tweet the other day. Kevin said, "Video game development is complex, just like any entertainment industry. It's very rare that a single individual is responsible for the success of a game. It takes many talented people to create something special." Now, with that being said, that was probably aimed more so at the whole Jason Blundell, everyone wanting Blundell to come back, and I totally get both sides. Kevin went on to say, even with an amazing team, there are circumstances beyond their control that can impact a game. Development time, budget, and meeting consumer demands, to name a few. Ultimately, that should not matter to the person playing the game. As a consumer, it is their right to play it and form an opinion, negative or positive, and voice that. What troubles me is that when people claim that the developers have no passion for the game that they work on, this could not be farther from the truth. Now, this is where it gets kind of interesting. Kevin said, having gone through that many times over the years, they are likely taking that criticism the hardest as they reflect on the unique challenges of that project and how they can do better. Regardless of the circumstances, we always want people to enjoy the things that we make. Now, him saying that they are likely taking that criticism the hardest basically makes it sound like Kevin is not a part of the Vanguard Zombies experience. If you were unaware, once Treyarch was told that they're going to have to be making the zombies for Call of Duty Vanguard, they basically split the zombies department into two teams. One for Cold War to continue working on all the DLC, including Forsaken, anything coming to Outbreak, so on and so forth, and the other team was tasked with starting over on Vanguard. And it kind of sounds like Kevin is actually not a part of that. So even though Kevin is saying that Forsaken is not the final round-based map, that does not mean that there is one coming to Vanguard, because Kevin probably isn't a part of the Vanguard team. As you know, Treyarch has another game coming out in 2023, and I'm sure that is exactly what the boy Kevin Drew is going to be working on over the next couple of years. But because of that, he may be talking about 2023's Treyarch game instead of this zombies mode specifically for Vanguard. Whether we have to wait 2 weeks or 2 years for round-based zombies to come back to Call of Duty, it is coming. And I also think that there's a really easy way that they could add round-based maps to this game right this second. Go ahead and click on the video on the screen now to explain all that. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you soon. I want to give a big shout out to all the channel members over on the channel, and an extra special shout out to all of the Zombie Richtofen members, starting off with hashtag BestMod, Strict Archer, the quippest man in the Southern Hemisphere, Commander_Quip, my guy Ben the Bulldozer, and the man, the myth, the legend, Tis Brandon ZR.